Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the casino that is the stock market. My name is Shades. If it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe and give the video a like. It really helps the channel grow. Now let's jump into the video. Let's talk about ILUS. This is going to be probably the most important video. I made several videos recently telling you guys everything looks very suspicious. They stopped communicating. B, the last time they communicated, all they did was look you in the face and go, we're not going to communicate. And they made the excuse of, hey, we just don't want to please the day traders. Okay, that's fine, whatever. We can adapt and we'll make our money, right? And we'll take our losses when we take our losses. And that loss would only happen if the stock decides to go to CE, which is absolutely a possibility because I'm going to pull something over to the left screen here. I'm using the 5 monitors right now. You can't even see them, I think. Or maybe I can't. No, you can't see the 5 monitors. But you can see here, pink limited information, delinquent SEC reporting. We know their transparency badge got removed as well. This happened to Sybil before it finally hit the CE designation. So let's not pretend like it isn't possible. Let's not pretend like your stock is so special that it's going to be different. That Sybil shareholders said the same thing, and look where they are now because of that thought process. So unfortunately, I believe they also came out with a piece of news. Didn't their audit firm choose to resign? Didn't their accounting firm choose to resign? Am I crazy? I believe that's. Let me see if I can find it here. I don't think I'll be able to find it here. No, these are old news pieces, but I do believe their audit firm not only resigned, but they're filing late, and we don't know if they're even going to file on time. Look, this is looking really bad right now. Oh, by the way, ASNS, the company acquiring. I forgot to talk about that one. ASNS, the company acquiring. The company acquiring QND, it did pop on news, so so that's kind of a great example. What happens when a stock communicates with its shareholders via PRs, and when they do it on a consistent basis, the stock not only created a higher high and a higher floor from 36 to now at $1.20. That is look at that. That's a nice big jump. We are holding that new floor up here because that's the power of PRs. Anyone who disagrees, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm showing it to you right here. This is what happens when PRs start dropping and when they communicate consistently. Maybe we'll never see $5, but hey, at least the ones holding long on here, they just saw their position triple, not even a little more than triple. If anything, it went 10x. If anything, when it reached that almost $5 mark. So either way, even if those people that didn't sell, it's still almost quadrupled in share price from that low floor down here, and this new floor was established because of those PRs. That's the point I'm trying to make. Oops, there we go. So anyone who disagrees is just insane. You're insane. PRs are in communication very important because it can cause the share price to not only surge but also hold a higher floor. So ASNS, and I made several videos. I even made a video telling you like, hey, here's a 1-minute game plan. Literally, all you had to do was watch a 1-minute video that I made on Saturday, and I told you buy because it's gonna explode again, because that's what happens when a company with a low float communicates. So let me see if I can find that for you guys. It was literally a 1-minute video, guys. And if you didn't watch 1 minute, if you don't have 1 minute of your time, I don't know what to tell you. But let's see, right here, ASNS, the next Palantir with government contracts, literally 59 seconds, minute game plan. I told you buy, and you know where to sell when it goes above 2. So I did sell already in not after hours, in pre-market. I had a limit sell for $2, and I went to sleep, and it thankfully got executed. So that's your update for ASNS. I believe QND is they got an update today, but it's not anything we didn't already know. So there's no point in talking about it. Ilus, I don't know what's going on. I wonder what the Ilus Discord right now is. I wonder what they're doing. They must be crying if they're not already, or they're completely delusional and they think their stock is so special that that today's going to be the big day. Okay, well that's interesting. Let me pull this up for you guys. There's a lot going on. When you see a stock go pink limited and you see all these red flags that I mentioned, the biggest one being they're unwilling to communicate. Even right now, I bet they're not going to communicate. They should come out with a shareholder that are addressing the situation. But they're not going to. I don't think they will. And if they do, it's just going to be the same copy, rinse, and repeat. Moderators stepping over each other, trying to calm down disgruntled Discord members. The wheels are coming off real quick everywhere. The beatings will continue until morale improves. Everyone stop or you'll get temporary timeouts. I'll do it. We are all adults, so please act like one. Folks need to just calm down and step away. In general, to all members. Exactly. So they're already panicking and on fire. And that was on the 17th. Yeah, that was on the 17th, by the way. I can't imagine right now on the 20th. Especially after that, after the company went to what is it? Not Pink. It went to Pink Limited. There's just too many red flags, and I know a lot of you want me to address everything, but there's not much to talk about. What it went to Pink Limited? I've told you. I've made several videos telling you this is looking pretty bad, and so many of you. There were a lot of you actually defending the company, going, no, you just want it. You just want them to communicate and drop PR so that it goes up and you can make your money. Yeah, I do, but also those PRs are pretty important. That communication, pretty important, even more so in the OTC. And I just showed you ASNS. It went from being a company that doesn't communicate to now it communicates consistently, and we see the stock surge over and over and over again. But the longs that were in it, that bought at 0.36, 0.40, guess what? They made money too because it went and created a new floor at $1.20. Whether you can see that or not, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to argue a stock price going up and making everyone money. Not just longs benefited from ASNS starting to communicate, but also the traders as well. So everyone wins ultimately if they're communicating over the long term. Anyone who defends that, the lack of communication is just, you're insane. You're living in La La Land. And you know what? I hope you lose your money because you're going to lose it. There has been nothing positive from Ilus since they last communicated with us. The last time they communicated, it was nothing more than we're not going to communicate. And they made all kinds of excuses. And that's the biggest takeaway. I don't understand people who defend it. And I know there's going to be some of you who are still going to defend it. You're going to die defending it for no reason other. It doesn't even matter if you die defending it. You're going to lose all your money. As for me, I'll take the loss and move on. That's fine by me. Because I'm a swing trader. I'm not loaded up hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because I know some of you have huge 5-figure, 6-figure positions in ILUS. There's a lot of you that unfortunately had this crazy idea that it's going to go to dollars. When the reality is, if it was that easy, I mean, why don't we all just put hundreds of thousands of dollars into a penny stock and sell it when it goes up to dollars, right? It's just so easy. Why don't we all just do that? Well, because that's not reality. That's not reality, guys. It is not. And this is probably the most bearish video I've ever made. But I would keep an eye on this one for the next couple of days, and next week we might get our answers from if they even file a 10Q. We might not even get a 10Q. Nick Link and Blackwell, they might have just decided, you know what, we've been screwing them over for years and years and leading them on with a carrot. The uplift is coming, and I think they finally figured us out. So let's just put an end to this. It is possible. They have been leading shareholders with that carrot dangling. PRs saying, oh, uplist, lots of money, conglomerate. The same copy and paste garbage, for lack of a nicer term. they've been doing that for years now. It is possible that George Sharp was absolutely right and this was nothing more than a scam. And we're about to find out in the next, either this week or next week. Because they do have to file that 10Q. If they don't file that, ooh, oh boy. Oh boy. And if it's true that their accounting firm resigned, that there were already red flags, now there's even more red flags. So I'm telling you right now, you decide whether you want to sell off and take the loss or if you want to hold. I'm gonna hold, and if it goes to CE and if it goes to zero, I'll take the $5,000 and take the loss. That's it, because I don't really have. Let me see if I can pull up. Where is my? Because I have an Excel table where I keep track of all my trades. Let me see. Yeah, it's important to keep track of your trades in an Excel table because it reveals to you what you're good at and what you're bad at. But let me see if I can find where. Yeah, so those are. So when it comes to Ilus, I am currently holding 2,000. Actually, never mind. I thought I was holding a much bigger. Oh, no. Never mind. I found it. So I'm holding 1,000, 2,000, 2,004. No, $4,000 worth of Ilus is what I'm holding right now. $4,000 of Ilus is what I'm holding. So I would take a $4,000 loss if it does come down and it goes to ZE and goes to zero, which sucks because. Which sucks. I mean, you're gonna take your lumps, right? I'm not gonna be one of those YouTubers that pretends like I only win always. I always win. I never lose, guys. This is such a profitable strategy. Just let me pump and dump on your head. But no, look. I made a lot of money here on Riot Stock. That alone made me quite a bit of money. So if I lose 4K, that's fine. I'm fine. Like that, I'm not gonna cry about it. It's gonna happen. It sucks, yes, but here you can see. $2,000 worth. Where's the other one? 1,000. So, other than that, this year has been fine trading wise. But I knew, and I think we all know this. We all know this. If a penny stock goes to zero, like that, you just take the loss and you move on. But that's why you also don't go in with like a ridiculous amount. Like some people, $4,000 is nothing. I'm sure some of you just scoff like $4,000. I got 100K in it, buddy. Like, yeah, that I don't do that. That's insanity. If I did put in that much, I would be done for. I would be cooked if I put in that much and it goes to zero. But 4K is nothing. So, for those of you who jumped in and are holding because I jumped in and I'm holding, it's up to you. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's up to you as to whether you want to take the L or wait and see what's going to happen in the next week and a half, because this next week and a half is going to be very telling. I'm pretty sure the Ilus Discord is absolutely furious right now, and they're probably spamming Backwell and Nick Link with emails asking for them to address everything in a shareholder letter. So we might get one of those, maybe end of day or something. But other than that, I think that I've covered pretty much everything I want to cover. Let's see if I can. Have they? No, the 10Q hasn't come out, right? They came out with the NT 10Q, but not the 10Q itself, I believe. Yeah. They came out with an 8K yesterday. What was that about? Just the changes in certifying accountant. Okay, yeah. So there was a. Yeah, so a company resigned to be an independent registered accounting firm, and then there was a new appointment of a new independent registered public accounting firm. Okay, that's about it. There's no other big news. We don't know what's going on with Samo. Nothing has been said about that one. So overall, if you really think about it, and I've mentioned this before, out of all the stocks under the Nick Link belt, as I like to call it, out of all of them, right now, the only one that's even worth touching is ASNS. Why? Because they communicate. That's the biggest difference between all of them. They communicate, they drop PRs. Longs make money because it can run and then hold a higher floor, and those PRs that send it flying traders also make their money as well. So everyone wins. I don't know why people always have this mentality of, oh, it's us versus them. It's the day traders' fault. It's swing traders' fault that we're not making money. No, it's Ilus's fault. Ilus just refuses to communicate. And they have fooled you into thinking that it's the day traders and swing traders' fault. But in reality, it's them. And you support them for some reason, and you're the one getting destroyed share price wise. So I'll take my loss, but it's going to depend entirely on that 10Q, if it even comes out. Alright guys, that's it for the video. This was a pretty long one because there's just so much to talk about, so much to go over, so much happening, and so much that's going to happen in the next week and a half. So I look forward to their 10Q and any updates they provide, because it's going to be very telling. That's why. So I'm going to wait. If you want to sell and take the loss, go for it. If you just don't feel like holding and waiting for the 10Q and see what they have to say, if you just don't want to risk potentially having it go down to zero and getting hit with that CE, because again, they stopped being transparent long ago, and they became less transparent as time went on. And ever since I called them out on the fact that they have all these subsidiaries and they don't communicate what's going on with their subsidiaries, they weren't even, they don't even, where are they? Where are these people? What's going on with all their companies that they have under their umbrella? We don't know. We're completely in the dark. I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts, especially the ones that love to defend Ilus. What are your thoughts? Are you just going to insult me? And that's good. Yeah, that's not going to fix the share price for you. It's not going to make the share price rise. You can insult me all you want. It's not going to do anything for you. What's going to do something for you is the stock price goes up because the company starts communicating. So your insults they're meaningless as far as I'm concerned. Maybe some other YouTubers would care, but I just don't care. Like the charts tell the story, my friend. Not you, not me. Charts. So, and the company. Anyways, I'm done here. I'll see you in the next one.